Just a quick pre-show note before the GarthCast starts today. I apologize for maybe the lesser quality of the audio sound this week. I was recording in a different location with a different style of microphone. I have tried to adjust the audio to make it as positive sounding as possible.
Hey everybody, welcome to the GarthCast for today, February
10th,
2021. On the GarthCast today, we have a whole bunch of stuff to get to. So let's get started. First up, a rescheduling. Garth's concert previously scheduled for last August at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, and then rescheduled to this February at Allegiant Stadium, has now been rescheduled yet again. It will now be held on July 10th, 2021. Make sure you plan accordingly. If you have questions about your tickets, make sure to contact Ticketmaster and your original point of purchase. Garth Brooks and Trisha Yearwood will be co-hosting The Ellen Show this Friday, February 12th, 2021. Times and listings will vary, so make sure to check your local listings to see when it will air in your particular location. Garth Brooks has been named as one of the performers for the upcoming special on the Grand Ole Opry, 95 Years of Country Music. The special will air this Sunday, February 14th at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on NBC. Set your DVRs, your recording devices, or catch it online. It should be an incredible show.
Next up on the GarthCast.
Hey, if you were a member of the Planetgarth.com message forums that recently went down and you would like a place to maybe reestablish or continue your Garth fandom online, then send your email from Planetgarth.com and your username from Planetgarth.com to garthcast@mac.com or to garthcop@gmail.com, and we will pass along your information to Spud, also known as garthmedic, from the Planetgarth.com admin team. Hopefully we can reestablish a little bit of the presence for Garth fandom that Planetgarth.com used to be. Next up on the GarthCast, our recap of this week's Inside Studio G, the show that aired on February 8th, 2021. Inside Studio G clocked in at 22 minutes and 7 seconds this week. The show begins with everyone being wished a Happy New Year by Garth. Garth made a comment that he wants this year to be the year that we lose the masks. He goes over the new decorations that are in the studio, talking a little bit about the license plates, and mentions that they have a few new different things coming in. Garth also mentions a little bit about the 8th and 9th Diamond Awards that they got last year. There were decorations for both albums that received that status, and it was kind of fun to see the impact in a visual way that the album has had on Garth's career. Our first Ask Garth for the week really wasn't an Ask Garth question at all, but rather a young child singing Garth happy birthday. Garth responded very positively to that, as you would expect. The next issue talked about on the GarthCast was the sweatshirt. Garth had given out his Life is Good sweatshirt to a lady named Daisy about 6 months ago when she had requested the sweatshirt, and he had said he would give it out to her with the promise that she would return it to him for his birthday. It came back to him on his birthday as asked. Garth did say he's going to send her out another hoodie, and kind of liked the idea of sending the stuff back and forth, I think. Ask Garth questions for this week. The first one, did you still get care packages when you moved away from home? Garth responded, yep, always got stuff like pencils, school type of stuff. He talked about a tradition at his house called Silly Christmas, one that he has with his daughters, and one that they had with their mom, Sandy, when they were younger, and how the tradition was with her family opening presents on Christmas Eve, his family opening presents on Christmas Day. They would kind of have a silly Christmas where the girls would get their gifts that were not their real Christmas gifts, but were something for them to open, usually things like socks and underwear and that type of thing. The next Ask Garth question, what is your favorite kind of cake? This is a question that Garth has answered on more than one occasion in many different ways, but he answered it again. His favorite type of cake is German chocolate cake. Now, the re-asking the question could be kind of forgivable. It did come from a young child in an adorable question, but Garth did his best to answer it again. The third, Ask Garth, was not really a question, but was a picture of some German chocolate cupcakes and a wish for his birthday. The fourth question, did you get anything exciting for your birthday? Did Trisha Yearwood make your favorite cake? Garth responded, yes, Trisha Yearwood actually made 4 cakes, as it was a week of birthdays for them, and he rattled off the 4 birthdays that were that last week, or this past week. Trisha made a carrot cake, a German chocolate cake, a key lime cake, and a cheesecake. The fifth question asked was, again, not really a question. It was a birthday wish for Garth. The sixth question asked, how excited are you to get back on the road? And this was a question from back around the holidays after a video was shown of a girl getting Garth Brooks concert tickets for Christmas. Garth didn't really answer the question in depth, but he did say that he really does miss it. The seventh question asked was, again, not really a question, but was a lady showing off a picture of a newborn baby, and things she shares with Garth was, life events such as a newborn baby. The eighth question asked, is there any chance of releasing your performances from Triple Live Deluxe to go with the Triple Live Deluxe CD, so that if you didn't make the concerts that they were featured in, you could actually see them? Garth totally sidestepped the question, talked briefly about something else, and never answered. The ninth question asked, again, not a question, a flashback to last year when Garth read this young girl's letter on Inside Studio G, and it was a video that her parents had presented to her of her reaction to that event, and it was also a birthday wish from her. Number 10 question asked, what was the song that you and Trisha Yearwood sang when you first met at Kent Blazey's? The answer to that question was a song called Somebody Like Me, Somebody Like You. They also did mention then that there will be an Inside Studio Trisha soon, or an Inside Studio T. The 11th question asked, the phones only light up now for the river since you came back. Did that start right away, or was there a moment when it happened? Garth said he didn't know. He could tell you that going on stage, standing out there, and looking at all of those lights, that's killer. The 12th question asked, a person asked the question and said, they finally were about to buy a GB7C guitar from Takamine. Always wondered if he used that kind of guitar as his main studio acoustic guitar for recording, or if he used something else. And then what were his favorite preamp settings? Garth responded kind of flummoxed in a way, and then said, I don't play on the studio recordings. That's Mark Stevens and Billy Panda, Chris Lusinger, and Bobby Terry. Regarding the preamp settings, he'd have to ask OB. There's a preamp on the Takamine, he puts it all flat, and then the monitor person makes it sound like they want, and the sound person makes it sound like they want, and that's kind of how it goes. The last question 13 that was asked, was somebody from Ireland asking if they could have Garth pick their lottery numbers for this week, any 5 numbers from 1 to 50, and any 2 numbers from 1 to 12 for what they had as their, quote, lucky stars, unquote. Garth's answers, 7, 17, 27, 37, and 47. For the 2 lucky stars numbers, Garth chose his favorite number, 7, and Trisha's favorite number, 9. Starting to wrap things up on the Inside Studio G this week, Garth mentioned how they will be hosting the Ellen Show this week on the 12th. That is this Friday, February 12th. It's going to be the Valentine's Day show. Since Valentine's Day is on a Sunday, they're letting them host on Friday. And they will probably be singing Shallow on the show. Garth didn't totally seem to know if that would be the case, but he was going to try and get it done. Newsflash, they're going to sing Shallow on the show. It's the current single. They'll find a way to get it done. That was about it. They wrapped up. There were lots of birthday wishes and messages for Garth coming in. I believe hashtag used the phrase thousands of messages coming in. And then Garth said his goodbyes, and that was it for this week's Studio G. To round out the GarthCast for today, 2 more Garth Brooks covers. The first one will be a cover of the song She's Gonna Make It by Brent Monnier, and the second will be a cover of Wild Horses by Jim Gegner. Both are excellent covers, and I hope you enjoy them. For now, for the GarthCast, keep believing.
He followed her to work this morning. He'd never seen that dress before. She seemed to sail right through those dark clouds forming. He knows he's headed for. After 7 years of marriage, he wanted out. After 7 months of freedom, it's clear that there's no doubt she's gonna make it, and he never will. He's at the foot of the mountain, she's over that hill. He's sinking at sea, and her sails are filled. She's gonna make it, and he never will. No, it's not like she's forgot about him. She's just dealing with the pain. And the fact that she survived so well without him, you know it's driving him insane. And the crazy thing about it is she'd take him back, but the fool in him that walked out is the fool that just wants. She's gonna make it, and he never will. He's at the foot of the mountain, she's over that hill. He's sinking at sea, and her sails are filled. She's gonna make it, and he never will. She's gonna make it, and he never will. He's at the foot of the mountain, she's over that hill. He's sinking at sea, and her sails are filled. She's gonna make it, and he never will. Lord, she's gonna make it, he never will.
Hey, it's Jim. This is going to be my last one of the day, and we're going to end it with my favorite artist. This is Garth Brooks, and this is a song called Wild Horses. I hope you like this. From a phone booth in Cheyenne, I made a promise to Diane. No more rodeos, I've gone my last go round. Same promise that I made in San Antonio and Santa Fe, but tonight I saddled up and let her down. And wild horses keep dragging me away, and I'll lose more than I'm gonna win someday. Wild horses just stay wild, and her heart is all I break. Wild horses keep dragging me away. watch me drive around her block, getting courage up to stop, to make her one more promise that I can't keep. Hey, I love the rodeo, I guess I should let her go before I hurt her more than she loves me. Wild horses keep dragging me away, and I'll lose more than I'm gonna win someday. Wild horses just stay wild, and her heart is all I brave. Wild horses keep dragging me away, and I'll lose more than I'm gonna win someday. Wild horses just stay wild, and her heart is all I brave. Wild horses keep dragging me away. Wild horses keep dragging me away. Wild